Hey folks, Chef Jesse here. How you guys doing today on a Sunday, the end of the weekend, start of a new week, whichever way you look at it. Anyway, folks, today we're having barbecue ribs. I'm having barbecue ribs, baked potato, corn on the cob, some cornbread, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So anyway, I marinated my these are pork spare ribs. I marinated my spare ribs last night with I started off with putting a little bit of oil, some oil in it, some olive oil in it, just so that the spices could adhere to it. I used salt, pepper, garlic. What else did I use? Some Italian seasoning. I used a bunch of stuff in there, herbs. And I rubbed it on there, and I rubbed it in there, and rubbed it in there, and then I put everything into the refrigerator and left it marinating overnight. Now I just took it out about a half hour ago. And I wrapped it up. I'll show you. I'm going to show you in a second. I wrapped it up in a pan, real tight with aluminum foil. Made 4 little. I'll show you. There we go. This is what it looks like. I made one little hole over here, a little slit here, little slit over here, little tiny slit. This is so the steam escapes. Okay, and it's gonna cook in there with the steam and with the water it's gonna release. It's gonna help it cook and tenderize it. So. I'm putting in the oven right now at 350. I'm gonna cook these. They're gonna take me about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, give or take. I'll keep checking on them. But I'm gonna put them at 350 and just cook them at 350. And then later I might raise the temperature. I'll let you know what I do. And then towards the end, I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on it. And then I'm gonna put it in the broiler and then give it that color, a nice charred look. Okay. So, and then of course I'm going to put bake my potatoes in the oven. I'm going to bake them. It takes me, the baked potatoes, depending on the size. These are pretty big. Probably take about an hour and a half or so. So what I do, I just wash them, put aluminum foil over them, and put them into the oven. That's it. Very simple. You don't have to put aluminum foil in it, they tell me, but I always like to put aluminum foil in and put it in the oven. And then the corn on the cob, very easy, and the cornbread. So a very easy dinner today. So let me put this in the oven. Okay. Put this in the oven and forget it. I'm gonna put it in the I put it on top because more heat comes up. I'm gonna set my timer for 1 hour. And then in 1 hour, when it goes off, I'll come back and give it another hour, and then I'll check it. So dinner should be done by 5:30, give or take, whatever it is. Gilbert gets out of work at 3, gets here at 4, so we should be eating dinner early today, Sunday, because it is a heavy meal, so we want to have time to digest it. Okay, so once again, I want to thank everybody for wishing me well. I took the first vaccine on Friday. Thank God, no side effects so far. I haven't grown anything, I don't know, but my arm, little sore for a day and a half. Really didn't bother me. They say that the second dose of the vaccine really hits you, so I'll worry about that when the time comes. I gotta go back in a month, in March, and yeah, and I'm going to therapy for my foot, and I'm trying to learn how to walk again properly, and maybe run. I don't think so. And then maybe soon I can go back to work and I can get a life, because I love staying home and cooking all day, but I gotta get out. I gotta see people. I gotta interact with the public. I got to. So anyway, folks, stay safe. Wear your mask. This thing is not over yet by far. It's gonna take I don't know who I am, but I'm predicting maybe by sometime next year, mid next year, something we can start to try to get some kind of normal life. Economy-wise, this is gonna be a stress on the economy. It's going to take years to recover from it. The business. It's sad. I walked down the other day. I walked down near where I live, and there was about 10 stores closed. It was sad, and some good restaurants and some good stores that just couldn't make it through the pandemic, and they closed. It's a shame, all those people out of work, and it's just it trickles down. It starts from the top and it trickles down. It's sad. It's sad, really, to see these stores close down. Especially stores that I go to all the time. That they know you and you know them, and just to see them run out of business, it's sad. It really is. And like I said, it's going to take a long time for the for us to jump back and pop up from the stress of the economy and everything. There's a lot of mental issues also. There's a lot of mental issues. As I walk the streets, I notice people, and people come up to me. And the other day, some guy came up to me screaming, asking me about what do you do with an atom and a proton. And I mean, he was talking science. Guy sounded smart, but he was, obviously had a mental health issue. On the subways, it's bad. It's bad all over people. And unfortunately, there's not enough help for these people. Really, there's not enough help for these people. But I always say, if you guys need help, you should always seek help. There's nothing to be ashamed about to go see a psychiatrist or talk to somebody. Never be ashamed. Okay, mental health is real. It is definitely real. The same way you go to a doctor to check your heart, and you go to a doctor to check your cholesterol level, and a doctor for your bones, a doctor for your arthritis. I mean, different kind of doctors. Doctor for your head, for a shrink, a psychiatrist. Mental health is real. Believe me. Some people think, get over it. You can, forget about it, have a drink, smoke a blunt. It's not that easy, folks. Mental health is serious. It really is. It's a serious issue, and it's there. And it's so stressful when you have a mental issue and you're fighting yourself. That's the bad part about it. You're not fighting anybody. You're fighting, yourself inside, your inner you, your demons, and all that stuff. You're fighting with yourself. It's a battle. It's a big battle. So think about it, folks. If you need help, definitely please seek help. Okay. So anyway, folks, that's a little bit of advice from my Uncle Jesse. And the ribs are in the oven, and the rest of the food is going to start being prepared in a few. And this is one part of my video, and then I'll make another one when everything is getting together. So I love you guys. I really do. Remember, stay safe. And once again, if you need help, please get it. I love you guys. I really do.